Hello students, welcome to all in this virtual classes. This class is meant for BA second year students and my paper name is Literature in English. In this video, we are going to learn the Samuel Tyler's famous poem, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, and especially this whole poem has been divided into 6 videos, and this is my first video in which we will learn the lifespan of the Coleridge as well as the major characters. That were 4 characters. First one is the Ancient Mariner, Wedding Guest, the Sailors, Albatross. These major characters we will learn in this lesson or in this video. Rime of the Ancient Mariner. This is very famous and renowned poem which was written by the Samuel Tyler Coleridge in 17. He is born in 1772 and died in 1834. He is poet, critic, and philosopher. He is born in Devonshire. It is in a country in southwest England as the youngest of 14 children of vicar. He has collaborated this famous work with the Wordsworth, which was very much revolutionary work, and it is in the form of lyrical ballads of 1798. Poems such as The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, Christabel, and Kubla Khan demonstrates the Coleridge's talent of fantastic imagery. Actually, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner is said to have been inspired by several historical sources, which was very fantastic work by Samuel Tyler Coleridge. These include Captain James Cook's voyages, The Legend of the Wandering Jew, and especially Captain George Sherlock's in 1726 a voyage round the world, in which he describes how one of his shipmates shoot an albatross that he believed had made the wind disappear. Other sources claim that the poem was inspired by a dream of Coleridge's friend Cruikshanks, and still others believe that Coleridge wrote the strange, sensually rich text under the influence of opium, as he did his famous Kubla Khan. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner has become an important landmark in the literary canon since its publication and has also contributed certain phrases to common speech. The most notable of this is the secondary definition of the word albatross, often used to denote a constant, worrisome burden or an obstacle to success. Also, in common usages are the poem's most famous lines, "Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink." The phrase has come to mean any situation in which one is surrounded by the object of one's desire but is unable to partake. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner is the first poem which was written in the lyrical ballad. The main context of the Rime of the Ancient Mariner is it is published in lyrical ballads, which is the first poem in 1798. The poem, which was written in the romantic style, the main protagonist, the main character of the Ancient Mariner, he is the narrator of the story. This poem is full of imagination, fantasy, and supernatural elements. The prominent characters of the Rime of the Ancient Mariners are Ancient Mariner. The first character, which was very major role it has played in this character, and which was the poem's protagonist. He is the main protagonist in the poem. He is unnaturally old with skinny, deeply tanned limbs and a glittering eye, which was clearly we can see in this image. Just we can imagine the whole portrait or picture of the Ancient Mariner. How he is old, but how it is unnaturally old, not naturally old. He is unnaturally old with skinny, deeply tanned limbs and the glittering eye. He sets sail from his native country with 200 other men who are all saved from a strange icy patch of ocean when they are kind to an albatross that lives there. Impulsively and inexplicably, he shoots the albatross with his crossbow and is punished for his crime by a spirit who loved the albatross. He is cursed to be haunted indefinitely by his dead shipmates, and to be compelled to tell the tale of his downfall at random times. Each time he is compelled to share his story with someone, he feels a physical agony that is abated only temporarily once he finishes telling the tale. And this is the very important role of the ancient mariner. It is the main protagonist in this poem. The second major character, the wedding guest. These are the three people. Wedding guest, how many people are there? There are three people on their way to the wedding reception. All are collected or gathered in the wedding reception. And how many characters? Only three characters are included in this guest. He is next of the kin to the bridegroom. The ancient mariner stops him forcefully. Ancient mariner stops that all the three people, and despite his protest, compels him to sit and listen to the entirely of his story. Means he is forcefully made all the wedding guests, these three guests, to listen his story forcefully, whether they don't want to listen anything else by the ancient mariner, but he made them to listen this whole story forcefully. He is afraid of the ancient mariner and urges to join the merriment of the wedding celebration. But after he hears the ancient mariner story, he becomes both sadder and wiser. Actually, when the ancient mariner is when he was forcing to the guests, they were afraid. At first, they were afraid to listen to this story. Why? Because this ancient mariner is his appearance is not good. They afraid first to listen, but when they listen whole story, what the effect of that story was, how what they become? They becomes very much sadder and wiser as well. The third character, the sailors. 200 seamen who set sail with the ancient mariner one clear sunny day and find themselves in the icy world of the Rime after a storm, from which the albatross frees them. They feed and play with the albatross until the ancient mariner inexplicably kills it. They begin to suffer from debilitating heat and thirst. They hang the albatross crops around the ancient mariner's neck to punish him. When life in death wins the ancient mariner's soul, the sailors' souls are left to death, and they curse the ancient mariner with their eyes before dying suddenly. Even though their souls fly out, their bodies refuse to root and lie open-eyed on the deck, continuously cursing the ancient mariner. After the rain returns, the sailors come alive and silently man the ship, singing beautiful melodies. When the ship reaches the harbor, they once again curse the ancient mariner with their eyes and then disappear, leaving only the corpses behind. The ancient mariner is destined to suffer the curse of a living death and continually to be haunted by their cursing eyes. This is the fourth one character. That is, in this video, just we will see the four characters from this poem. That is the albatross. Albatross, it is none other than, it is not the man, it is not the person, but it is the bird. Albatross, it is the bird which was killed by the ancient mariner. And this whole story rotates around this character, this albatross bird. It is a great white seabird that presumably saves the sailors from the icy world of the Rime by allowing them to steer through the ice and sending them a good strong wind. The albatross, however, also makes a strange mist follow the ship. It flies alongside the ship, plays with the sailors, and eats their food until the ancient mariner shoots it with his crossbow. Its corpse is hung around the ancient mariner's neck as a reminder of his crime, and falls off only when he is able to appreciate the beauty of nature and pray once more. The albatross is loved by a powerful spirit who wreaks havoc on and kills the sailors while leaving the ancient mariner to the special agony of life in death. In this way, students, in this video, we have learned the Samuel Tyrese's poems, The Rime of the Ancient Mariners, lifespan, and the major characters from this poem, that is the ancient mariner, wedding guest, the sailors, and the albatross. Thank you, students. We will see in the next video. I think you have understood this all video. If you are not able to understand once, you can review the same video. Thank you, and have a good day.